If I clap behind your head right now, you'll jump. That doesn't mean I've scared you, it just means your brain did what it's wired to do. And somewhere along the way, horror films forgot the difference. Modern horror didn't lose its ability to scare us. It just found a cheaper way to do it. Loud noise, sudden cuts. Moments designed to make you react instead of actually feel anything. So I wanted to test that. I watched 2 horror films I'd never seen before, Unfriended and The Shining. One of them is built on noise, the other built something else entirely. I've always hated jump scares, not because they don't work, but because they work too easily. You're not reacting to fear, you're reacting to a sudden spike in volume. That's not horror, that's a reflex. If you remove the sound from most jump scares, they stop being scary because the fear was never in the scene, it was in the speakers. I got over 30 minutes into Unfriended, and nothing felt scary. Not tense, not unsettling, just empty. Don't get me wrong, it deals with dark topics, but just mentioning something dark isn't the same as making it frightening. There's a difference between something being disturbing and something being scary. Unfriended confuses the two. The characters just feel thrown in there. There is no character development other than these people are bad, or this person acts good but is actually bad. And spoilers ahead, but honestly you're not missing much. Example 1. Val is first brought into the movie at 19 minutes 44 seconds. All we find out about Val is she is an alcoholic and she is a bully. But don't worry, because 35 minutes 43 into the movie, she's dead. But you're probably thinking, that's a large gap. Is there character development or anything? No. Val is first on screen at 19 minutes 44, she goes off screen at 28 minutes 05, and she comes back frozen at 34 minutes 05. That's it. Example 2. Even one of the major characters we don't see on screen until 30 minutes 56. The movie's like a third over, and you only now show one of the most important characters. Are you going to do any character development at all? No? Okay. The reactions don't feel real. It's more like the personalities have been written by a person who isn't that age or hasn't been that age for a long time. And there's no one to actually care about. So when something does happen, it doesn't land. And when the film tries to scare you, it falls back on the same trick. A sudden noise, a spike in volume. More than fear, I felt cringe. There's something else it does that completely kills attention. The constant glitching. Everything looks broken from the very start. The screen flickers, distorts like something's wrong. But that's the problem. If something feels wrong all the time, then nothing feels wrong when it matters. Good horror escalates. It starts normal, and then slowly takes that normal away from you. But when a film starts at 100, it has nowhere to go. And the more I watched, the more it felt like a shortcut. Because building real fear takes time. Atmosphere, pacing, performance, detail. But a loud noise? That's instant. It reminds me of a great video by Corridor Digital on why CGI looks bad. Not because CGI is bad, but because it's rushed, underfunded, or used as a shortcut. But honestly, they know more about this stuff than me, so go check out that video if you want to learn more about it. And I think horror has the same problem. Jump scares aren't the issue by themselves, but when they replace everything else, that's when it falls apart. Then there's The Shining. Within a minute, I was already on edge. Not because of loud sounds, not because something jumped out at me, but because everything felt off. Wide open spaces that feel too empty. Music that doesn't try to scare you, but doesn't let you relax either. It feels normal, just not right. That's the difference. One film tries to trigger your instincts, the other quietly unsettles them. Half an hour in, it had already done more than Unfriended did in twice the time. It builds tension, it foreshadows, and most importantly, it contrasts normal with strange. Eerie open spaces, full hotel, kid washing hands, flashes of blood coming out of an elevator, creepy twins, and the kid looking scared. Normal family drive, fog, and talks about cannibalism. House tour, the kid has powers. It doesn't start scary, it becomes scary. Even the characters reflect it. As things get worse, Jack starts to look worse, less put together, more unstable. Like what's happening internally is slowly leaking out. It's similar to something Breaking Bad does, where a character's appearance reflects who they are becoming. That's the real difference between these films. One tries to make you react, the other lets you become uncomfortable on your own. Honestly, you can even tell one is hugely better than the other, because one came out 12 years ago, and besides reaction memes, it's not really talked about. And the other one came out 46 years ago, and there are still all different kinds of forms of media referencing it. Cheap horror tells you when to be scared. Good horror lets you realize it yourself. Horror didn't lose its ability to scare us. It just replaced tension with noise. Because real fear doesn't make you jump, it makes you stay. Yeah, if you're in a horror situation, don't answer the door.